Welcome to Ballesta Consultancy. With this video, I would like to demonstrate how we can apply a template to an existing MX model. I'm just entering the MX Explorer to show you that the model fill is empty. So we're going to put in some data using Genio for the alignment and the DTM. Just run that and the DTM too. So then displayed the alignment and the DTM. What I'm going to do is use an input file to run the design. We call them DWM. DWM. So I'm just creating the file, the model name, and copying in the alignments, and design the edge of pavement and the curve width, the superelevation, and the interface. So I'll run that, and I'll display it. Just check if it's run. Yes, it is. It did. So we'll display the design file, and there it is. So it's just simple edge of pavement and some earthworks. Just a simple string model. So the DWM file we're going to import into the OpenRoads environment, and then apply the template, creating a corridor. So I'm going into the CAD menu and create a new file, new DTN, put it in the MicroStation directory. Just give it a name, and I'll select my seed to the metric DGN, accept that. So now I have an empty excuse me, design file, or DGN, and I will import my my DWM. So I go into the MX model, the active model, and select the design model. So import that. I just forgot to select in my features definition toggle bar the DWM model. So features will be applied onto the elements within the OpenRoads environment. So now it's correct. The gray lines are the edges of pavement, and the green lines are the earthworks. I just will create a surface from it. So create terrain model by break lines, and giving it the name surf DWM, and then the alignment name, the master string. And I have to select the elements then. Accept that. So I don't need to add any more elements. So by creating my 3D surface, automatically there's been created a 3D model into the DDN. I'll just show you that it's there. So this is the MX model, which is now imported into the OpenRoads, or into the DGN. The edges of pavement are there. I have to use them for the point controls later on. Just gonna import the alignment to create a corridor, which is based on that alignment, which is also from MX. entering the model fill and just selecting the geometrical string corresponding with the design. So I'll enter the corridor modeling menu and select corridor modeling, select my alignment, and I'll accept the current profile. Give it a name. And I have to select a template. I'm going to use this template which has the asphalt layers and the rest of the construction in it. Just accept that. And then I'll let the template drop start at chain edge 50 and then until the end. I'm putting in 50 now, so I can select my road edges more easily, and I can display the components later on a little bit better. So here's the template drop. I'm just checking the edges of pavement, and they correspond to the template drop because it's the width of the lane width in the MX design is the same for the template, except for the region where the curve width has been applied in the MX model. So it shows up in the 3D viewer that where the superelevation has been applied, it's underneath the terrain model. I'm just going into the template library to show you which edges of pavement I'm going to use. Those are the RVH left and the RVH right, which corresponded with the edge of pavements. So close that. And I'm now going into the corridor model and apply a point control. So I'm going to force the edges of pavement from the template to follow the MX strings. So I'm going to do the edge of pavement right first. I'm going to select both the method for the point control, which is horizontal and vertical, and I want them to be 0, so they will follow the edge of pavement from the MX model exactly. I'm just have to accept the values, and then have to select the linear geometry, which is in the A string, which is the edge of pavement, and just put in the horizontal and the vertical offsets. So I'm going to do that for the left side, and maybe maybe you saw it, but the 3D view updated immediately, instantly when I applied the point control. I'm selecting the left edge of pavement. I could have selected it also from the cross-section viewer, but it's not open at the moment. But you can select through pull down and by selecting in the view. Now what we can see, there's still some road markings in the model, in the template. I'll draw some cross sections. I'll show you where it's gone wrong. Just have to edit them out. Just locate station. And we can see Superelevation has been applied within the MX model and it's projected now onto the template. And I'm showing here in the cross-section view that the road marking is still on the -2.5%, and we're going to remove that by doing a edit template drop. So I'm selecting the template drop, and we're into the template library again, but the edit I'm making here is just for this corridor, so the template library isn't edited. So the view has been updated and road markings have been removed. So I'll just walk through the corridor and we can see that Superelevation is applied. It's just following the MX model. So curve width and Superelevation are projected now onto my template. So the only thing I want to change now is the I want to turn off the triangles from my surface model or terrain model. So I go into my Project Explorer and Properties, turning off triangles, and we can now see the components which have been calculated. Just rotate this, zoom in, and we can now take some quantities out of it. I'll just go into my to-do view, and then I'll select from the corridor modeling menu quantity takeout. So select the corridor and I will see the volumes. Well, it depends on how detailed you design your template. You can specify all kinds of materials within that, so they will be calculated also. I just go to my corridor objects and I will put in 0, so the corridor will be the template drop will be applied on the whole of the corridor. Take out the volumes that have been adjusted. So thank you for watching and goodbye.